The word that the Lord gives regarding the future is always true. Anyone who has seen our previous video on prophecy will have to invariably testify to the truth of the prophecies. Those who will say otherwise are chronically detached from the world. So having been encouraged by the word of God, we will share more of what God has revealed to us through my wife. She said, as I was praying and reading the word of God on June 27th of this year, I heard the Lord say, lamentations, mourning, and woe. It will increase at a speeding rate and not diminish. I heard him say that there will appear many signs and figures on the sky, and he will also speak to his people in many ways and forms to direct them, to guide them, and to warn them. Pay heed to him as it is written in Hebrews 3:7 and 8 today, if you hear his voice. Do not harden your hearts as when they provoked me, as in the day of trial in the wilderness. I heard him say a strong storm wind is approaching very fast, and a great cloud with fire flashing forth. I saw painful, incurable sicknesses covering the whole earth, just like worms swarming a corpse. I heard him say again, as he has many times before, that by 2025, the death toll will surpass previous records. Uncertain mishaps loom large over people. Again, I was shown fire everywhere, bolts of lightning illuminating every crevice of the earth, like firecrackers light the moonless nights. Then I was told very distinctly about the waters, that it will be as if the waters have gained arms and legs, so as to lurk in places where it once could not reach and sweep people with her grip of death, as if she has transformed into a hungry and a raging beast. Then at 5:26 p.m., I heard the Lord say, I am taking vengeance for my people. I am judging for my people. My people will witness it and glorify my name. I am making my people triumphant over their enemies. I am taking them down and scattering them by my power. I am their shield. On Friday, 28th of June, I heard him say again that famine is making its progression. Famines of various kinds, from literal famines to spiritual famines. From a person losing his relationship with God and his family and friends, to a nation suffering from food shortage, all these are the famines that will plague the peoples. But the Lord adds, if you hear the word plague, do not be overwhelmed. Instead, trust in him all the time. I heard him say again and again that the demonic season is upon us. There are special demonic agendas at work. Paranormal activities will now be at an all-time high, so being very careful in your seeing, your words, and your deeds is essential, dear beloved. It is high time that we return back to our God. As written in Jeremiah 4:1-2, if you return, O Israel, declares the Lord, to me you should return. If you remove your detestable things from my presence, and do not waver, and if you swear, as the Lord lives, in truth, in justice, and in righteousness, then nations shall bless themselves in him, and in him shall they glory. And as is said in Matthew 26:24, keep watching and praying that you may not enter into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Let us return to him, for he will receive us.